Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated podcast, where we take animation seriously. We've had fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Miraculous Ladybug, New Powerpuff Girls, Starburst, The First of Evil, and Ruby. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hey, y'all.
And Michelle Anderer.
Hello. Today,
Delaney, Michelle, and I will be doing our weekly Steven Universe Roundtable, discussing a specific topic from Steven Universe. This week, new Pink Diamond theories. Probably the main point of speculation right now in Steven Universe, coming off of Summer of Steven and the following fall episodes, is what's going on with Pink Diamond, what's happening, what happened,
who
the deal,
what happened with Rose and Pink Diamond. So that's a crucial thing to get into before we have a new November episode. I don't know, with Gem
at least
Harvest.
One.
Harvest.
At least one.
I think that's probably it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be that one. But
I don't think Gem Harvest is going to answer Pink Diamond, but maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that could. We don't.
It's half an hour long. It could do anything.
Yeah,
this is true.
Yes, I mean our last half an hour one was the biggest Pink Diamond.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just going to get into a lot of stuff from Bismuth and from the other Summer of Steven episodes and before that. And lots of good speculation here. If you want to check out more about us, you can find us at overlyanimated.com or search for the Overly Animated podcast on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play Music or other podcatchers. Subscribe to our specific Steven Universe iTunes feed at overlyanimated.com or subscribe to us on YouTube and comment there. So, Pink Diamond theories. So, this was already, like, before the recent run of episodes, like, I think the biggest point of speculation in the show. And, like, even more so now, I feel like. Like, the show seemingly has answered the question, but not really. So let me get into this. Okay. So I want to present, like, the big picture, I think, and you guys can... There's a lot of stuff, so I could be missing something.
Okay.
But it's a lot to take in and process. But from I don't know, like, 30 episodes we've gotten since we last talked about this, more. So the state of what the show is presenting. So we have been told that Rose shattered Pink Diamond.
By, like, numerous people.
Yes.
By everyone that's not Bismuth, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was there. So that's the level one. But the level 1B, and this isn't even theories yet, is that we also know that during the episode Bismuth did not know that Rose had shattered Pink Diamond, and has said Rose never used the pressure point that was specifically meant to shatter gems. So the show, this is not even speculating. I mean, like, this is what the conspiracy theorist says before getting into the crazy stuff.
Oh God.
I'm not even getting into it yet. But the show is presenting this dynamic where ostensibly Steven is being told that Rose shattered Pink Diamond, but he has also been told that Rose would have never shattered anyone, and specifically rebelled against Bismuth saying that. So I believe that we are meant to question the surface level claim that Rose shattered Pink Diamond. Michelle, do you agree with that?
I guess. I mean, just to clarify, do we know for sure Bismuth didn't know Rose shattered Pink Diamond? Did she ever say anything, like, explicitly? Because I felt like that was still kind of a gray area, and that might have been why she was so mad she wouldn't use the pressure point, because she knew she was capable of doing it in the first place.
My impression, I have not rewatched the episode recently. My impression,
me neither.
No. I need to rewatch. Okay. But I think no.
We both do.
I think the reason what I saw that I thought was that Bismuth was like whatever Rose did before Rose did this. Like before
this whole this interaction that, is the reason we've seen Bismuth, because Rose protected Bismuth from whatever end-all be-all happened that wiped out the majority of the crystal gems.
Yeah.
This whole interaction occurred before the supposed shattering of Pink Diamond. So Bismuth wouldn't know anyway. But Bismuth clearly has been operating under the assumption that, and was shocked that Rose was like, no, I'm not going to do this. But I think it's pretty clear that Bismuth understood that Rose is not capable, would choose not to shatter a gem.
I think so.
That's why Bismuth's ticked.
My impression is that the Rose stuff with Pink Diamond happened after Bismuth is gone.
Yes.
And that Bismuth would have been shocked to learn this, because Bismuth's whole thing is that Rose did not want to do this and use her thing. Delaney, do you agree with me that the show is presenting this is like a dichotomy, or am I already speculating with this Bismuth thing?
No, I mean I 100% agree with you, and I actually have more support for you.
Okay.
Because of the rubies. They have given us the rubies, and they are the dumbest creatures, and I love them dearly. But they have presented the rubies as these horrifically unreliable narrators, and the majority of this information has come from the rubies. I was there when Rose shattered Pink Diamond, and like the rubies are dumb, like they're dumb, and like they've consistently like they keep coming back, and it's like, why rubies? Why? And they're so unreliable. And so I think that's even further, like they're doing this on purpose. Like we're getting these stories like 3 different ways, and I think we're supposed to question it. And even though the crystal gems are like, you just kind of have to accept this, Steven, and Pearl like knew apparently, kind of. I don't know. That's still
it's kind of a sketch. Yeah.
So yes, the rubies are unreliable, but in that episode, the Back to the Moon, Garnet and Pearl clearly react in a way which would indicate that they agree with the rubies.
Yeah.
Account.
Well, Garnet I thought was more reacting to Pearl because it's clear that Pearl knew, and then Garnet's like, Pearl, why do you?
I guess I thought that they're both reacting to like the shame that Steven's hearing this or something like that.
It could be both, I guess, for Garnet.
I mean, it definitely makes like I can understand the crystal gems not telling Steven because, like, obviously, you're your mom and you killed somebody. Did you know that? Fun fact. Let's go to the beach now. Like, no. So, but I don't think, at least how I read. Obviously, I haven't watched Back to the Moon in a while, but I do think that Garnet didn't know and that Pearl did.
Okay,
there's also that crazy theory that Pearl did it.
So my impression is
under the impression.
Yeah, my impression is that they definitely both knew, or at least that's how the react. It's ambiguous. Certainly, they don't.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, the thing is, they don't really talk about it. That's the thing.
No, they don't.
Like even at the end, where they're like, kind of have to accept this, Steven. Like they don't talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about this more in a second. So,
But I agree with you. The short of it is that I agree with you.
Okay, so that's level 1. So first, next we need to hit on something that I kind of forgot was a thing. So so flashback to like 4 months ago, I was convinced that Rose was Pink Diamond. I forgot that this was a thing. I forgot. But this isn't even the hot theory anymore, so I'm off it. But
hot take.
It cannot be the hot take. It makes no sense.
Hot take.
But the big question, I think, involving Pink Diamond before any of the Summer of Steven episodes was, is Rose Pink Diamond or not? That was the big question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I believe, the Centipedal episode happened, and I was convinced that Rose was Pink Diamond because of the crazy diamond stuff that they had there.
Right. Yeah.
And then we learned some stuff that says Rose is dead. So Michelle, what did we learn that I definitely don't think Rose is Pink Diamond anymore, but what did we learn that said that this is not true? Because Rose shattered Pink Diamond so she just couldn't be Pink Diamond? Is that what this is?
Also, no, because they also, God, I forget. See, I've only watched these episodes like once, but like at some point, somebody said that like Rose was like made on Earth.
That's in
Disney. Yeah, and she likes definitely a quartz, so like there's no way she can be a quartz and made on Earth and also be Pink Diamond.
Because an Earthlings Jasper said Rose is made on Earth.
Yeah.
So it all fell apart.
Yeah, it all fell. I mean, it's been falling apart for a while. You were just the last one on the Rose Pink Diamond train.
No, I was not.
Out of us, you were.
No,
the big thing is Jasper.
Yeah, out of us.
You killed my diamond. Pink diamond. That's the big thing.
So the Jasper stuff was, there was no reason not to believe this before Centipede. If you stop the series at the Centipedal episode, there's no reason not to believe this. Anyway,
I mean, there is. I mean, like literally, if you look at a diamond, it has like a diamond-shaped gem, and like
ignoring that reasoning. That reasoning is I don't care about that. But
Dylan is just trying to justify to himself.
Oh my God, Dylan. It's okay,
No. We're getting into the truth in a minute. Don't worry. We're about to arrive at the truth.
True.
If you talk about the Horcruxes, I'm hanging up.
I'm about to talk about the Okay.
I'm going to hang up.
You can hang up. We don't need it can just be me in this podcast just saying the theory. That's all I need.
Still here.
Right. So, Rose's Pink Diamond is dead, correct?
Yes.
So that was the big. It's important to know because that was the big theory pre the last 30 episodes. So now that's not true. So that's important. So now we know that Pink Diamond is just a diamond, and now Pink Diamond is gone. We also we didn't know that either, actually, right? We didn't know that Pink Diamond was dead.
Right, yeah, no, we didn't have that. Well, the thing was, like, they're being very specific. She was shattered. So, like, I mean, obviously that means dead, but, like, I don't know, it's just pretty specific. She was shattered.
Yeah. We didn't know that, so Pink Diamond is not Rose. Bam is dead. Jasper was a diamond. Rose was made on Earth. Okay, so here's the surface level question. I'm not even going to get into line stuff yet. That's in a second.
It's like an onion.
Okay, this is like an onion.
I know I just said surface level, but so the show presents Rose Shattered Pink Diamond, but the stuff with Bismuth. Okay. Now, level 1 speculation is, what if Pink Diamond was actually alive and Rose did not shatter Pink Diamond? I think this is level 1. So, the evidence for this is Bismuth. The evidence for this is that Rose would never shatter anyone. Rose did not use the pressure point. This is not within the character realm of Rose. We knew that Rose keeps secrets from all the gems. We'll get into that more in a second. Is Pink Diamond, in fact, not shattered, but alive? Where's your current mentality on that, Michelle?
I think it's entirely possible. I mean, it's like ambiguous enough in the show that it's like a legitimate possibility. So
right, the show is clearly presenting this as a possibility.
Yeah, so like I think it's a possibility because the show leads us to believe that.
Do you think it's possible, Delaney?
Yeah.
I think Pink Diamond is alive, like confirmed 100%. I think Pink Diamond is alive.
Okay, well, why is it confirmed 100%?
Like, oh yeah.
Well, I mean, to me, it's like, why would you go through the trouble of like all of these hints and secrets and then be like, "LOL, she's still dead"? Like, why would you do that? Yeah. But I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. Like, I mean, we're gonna get more into the theory, and like, I am like on board for some of the theory, not the Horcrux part, but. Like
it's all or nothing, but okay, continue.
Oh my god!
I do think Pink Diamond is alive. I think it just from Rose, and yes, Steven is his own character, but Steven is also his mom, and we understand that. Yes, Steven was Rose was incapable. She would never, like, from what we understand of Rose, and I mean, I was like on board the sketchy Rose. I was like, Rose is sketch, and then we had a bunch of episodes, and I was like, Rose isn't sketch. What a wonderful person. And I think like Rose, her episode with baby sour cream, like that. Yeah. Rose is she couldn't shatter a gem. Like
that's the other thing, right? We were shown. That's a great point, Delaney. We were shown this flashback of Rose, and to see how much she values like life and stuff. We were given evidence in
she
that
finds
episode.
Such beauty, and like she was like, she followed baby sour cream on top of a Ferris wheel, and she's like, look at it, like she incapable. She couldn't kill a bug. Like she couldn't shatter a gem. Like it's just like.
I mean, wasn't that kind of part of the issue though? Like, because like the people that were like gems, like homeworld gems that were anti-Rose, of course, were like, yeah, she really valued human life, but like maybe at the cost of not valuing homeworld life to protect it. You know,
well, I mean, obviously they went to war, but I don't necessarily think that was Rose's like intention was to go to war. She just wanted to keep like her little family safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Rose was like Rose just valued Earth and human life, and I don't think those things are necessarily mutually exclusive. Like I think I think she valued human life and gem life, which that is proven by the fact that she refused to use the pressure point. That's the whole issue with Bismuth. Rose could not have shattered a gem, and Pink Diamond has to. And if Pink Diamond isn't alive, it's not Rose's fault. But I do think Pink Diamond is alive.
Okay. So Delaney says Pink Diamond, it's plausible, and in fact she says yes. I'll get into one of the main. There's two big good points of evidence you bring up. We'll get into that second. Michelle, so you say plausible. Do you think it is true
that
Pink Diamond is alive?
Is alive. Sure. I mean, I'd say like 80%.
Pushing Michelle off the fence. We don't let her sit on the fence.
Yeah.
I love the fence. The fence is the safest.
You have a seat on the fence.
Place.
It has like your name on it. Like you're like, I'm hopping up on the fence.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I think evidence is. I mean, like, maybe she's not like super like 100% awesome right now, but I think she's not like destroyed. I don't really know what form she's in or what's going on.
I know what form she's in.
Oh yeah, we know.
Okay. Oh my god, no.
Okay, so let me present. Delaney brought up two good points. One good point is that very in rapid succession we were presented with Bismuth and we were presented with Greg the babysitter. Two crucial Rose characterization episodes that are clearly meant to sway the audience in favor of the extreme reaction that Steven has in Back to the Moon. Like, those episodes are clearly meant to lead us to the point of like, what? Those episodes are meant to invoke cognitive dissonance when we hear that Rose shattered Pink Diamond. That's the purpose of those, structuring the episodes in that order, so that it doesn't make sense to us when we hear that Rose shattered Pink Diamond. Like, we're supposed to, that puts us in the frame of mind of Steven. And, level 1 is like, yes, this could just be so that we have that reaction, but it's also meant to invoke skepticism. Like, this is clearly, like, the fact that we're discussing this right now is clearly an intent of the writers, is what I'm trying to argue. Like, the evidence is there from the episodes that they present. Like, clearly this is what we're intended to think at this point in the series. And then the other point that Delaney brings up is kind of this meta narrative angle, which is like, of course, Pink Diamond's going to be alive if you structure this question in this way within this narrative. Like, this narrative doesn't end with Rose having shattered Pink Diamond and Steven, and like the rest of the show is Steven trying to come to terms with her mom not being a perfect person. Like, the show is all about mythology reveals and succession, and like there needs to be more beyond the surface. So if you kind of like try to analyze it from like what's the show's likely to do from its narrative, then it seems like this is where it's going. Okay, so there's the kind of the evidence part. So yes, it's plausible that Pink Diamond's alive. So now the next question. Okay, my outlines. I actually referred to my outline, and it's actually good. So surprise. The next level is that if Pink Diamond is in fact alive, and supposedly Rose shattered Pink Diamond, the only way that those two items can that people think Rose shattered Pink Diamond and Pink Diamond is alive, if those are both true, does that mean that Pink Diamond was conspiring with Rose in some way? Doesn't that have to be true to bring those two things together, Michelle?
I think so, yeah, absolutely. If those two things are to be believed, then the only way that would make the most sense is if they were like in cahoots with each other for this like grand facade to confuse everyone.
Facade's
but also,
a good word.
Not killing everyone either.
Right. So were they putting on a show for everyone? The only other option could be that Rose made it look like she shattered Pink Diamond, but in fact she like jailed her against her will. Like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like they were probably in cahoots. I mean, like people have talked about like how like with the murals, how like all the other diamonds have like so many planets, and like that might indicate that not only does like Pink Diamond, like she's maybe a lot younger and she like is more easily swayed by the fact that those were like that was like her first planet. So like
we can talk about
and
that.
if she like cared about it, then like she'd be way more into the idea of just like doing this to protect it. So I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Delaney, what's your thoughts on this?
So I mean, I was gonna say like what Michelle said about like Pink Diamond only having one planet, and I think it makes a lot, like, obviously, like, if Pink Diamond isn't dead, and if Rose didn't shatter, like, okay, so Pink Diamond isn't dead, Rose didn't shatter her, but everyone thinks Rose did, that obviously they had to have been, I really think it's more likely that they were working together than that Rose imprisoned Pink Diamond against her will. Especially given who I think Pink Diamond is and what Pink and all that.
Yeah.
But
it just makes it's just more plausible that
it just makes more, and like it makes and it's much more interesting, and it's definitely it makes a lot of like you know, we joke about things happening and like, oh, Steven Universe is gonna do this, Steven has to befriend everybody, but like looking at like what this show does and like how they do it, it makes a lot more sense, and like just narratively and like what this show is, that if Rose and Pink Diamond work together, and this would kind of create this more conflict within Homeworld, and like of course that's what the show's all about, is like how Homeworld is wrong and like it's not right, and you know, like the value of all life and all of this stuff. Like it just makes a lot more sense than we would have this diamond and like what this would mean, and like I think it makes a lot of sense like to marry these two things, because like we understand they're connected, but like we do have like these concepts of the crystal gems and Homeworld are so separate. They're two different entities. They're different. They're related, but they're presented in such a way that like it's hard to marry these two ideas, but they're so like inherently related. But then if we have Pink Diamond as an ally to the crystal gems, like we start to like merge these ideas, like, you know, that's kind of like I think the whole point. Like we keep presenting Homeworld, and of course granted honestly, sometimes we know more about Homeworld than like the original Crystal Gems. But I think like this just makes so much more sense narratively and like where we're going and like to like bring these two things together, to bring Homeworld and the Crystal Gems together. This is what we have to do, like thematically and like narratively.
So this is a good point. So two things to bring up before we get into Lion. So Delaney brings up the point that kind of just like this show is very happy and friendly, and it would just be very weird for this to be a truth that this like the biggest representation of this happy everyone's like good type thing is the Rose, and for her to like kill someone. And it also makes sense that it also is very appealing that like diamonds aren't inherently evil, and that one of them like recognized the value of Earth and was like working with Rose to stop it from being destroyed. Like I think all of these are very appealing within like the realm of the show.
And it's not crazy either, because look at Peridot. Like if you watch the show from the beginning and you're like, LOL, Peridot's crazy. Who's this stupid green Dorito? Like, what is she doing? And then to get to where we are now, and Peridot loves Earth. She has completely embraced Earth. Like, I think we definitely have these ideas here that it wouldn't be that shocking that a diamond could have seen the value in Earth, especially not the diamond who owned, quote unquote, Earth. And, and especially look at, like, so Pink Diamond under her command, like, potentially her, like, next highest ranking officer was Rose, and for Rose to have this attitude, it's like maybe the Pink Diamond like kind of like facet, I guess, I don't know if that's the actual correct ranking term given like what we know, but you have this like this clan with in Homeworld. Like what if they were kind of like the Pink Diamond, they're like hippies, like they're new, they don't know what they're talking about, that kind of thing, which I think that would make a lot of sense. Especially since, as we understand it, these gems are made kind of in the image of their diamond, and definitely, I mean, Rose Quartz didn't predate Pink Diamond. It's just we just don't know anything about Pink Diamond.
Yeah.
So
this is good points by Delaney. So kind of the stuff we've done with Peridot could be seen as like a precursor to everything. Like Peridot is super brainwashed by Homeworld and is like able to overcome this and integrate with the Crystal Gems. That's kind of precedent. Rose is a good point too. Like we've now seen Rose and Peridot integrate, and kind of Lapis a little bit. Like there's it seems somewhat plausible that Pink Diamond could also have had this attitude. Okay, yeah. So the other thing is, go ahead.
Sorry. I mean, my point, because I think Delaney brought up something really kind of crucial, is because like one thing I think it's like easy to look at like Homeworld gems and be like, oh, well, like, they're created for a purpose. Like it's different. Like, of course they're going to be a way, like they're made to be a certain way, but like really it's all about mentality, and you like in Jasper is like an interesting case too. Cause it's like, you can change your mind about your perception, and you can stop being devoted to something if you believe it's no longer like the best like option. And I think that's kind of what's happening. Is now that like, Peridot was made for a purpose, and so she has to do that purpose. She's not programmed. She can still be like herself and make her own choices. She just doesn't know she can do that for so long. Like, and I think that's really like probably the case with Pink Diamond too. If she, she is in cahoots with Rose. Her perception was just like altered, and she decided to change. Yeah, everyone can decide to change. It's like nobody's like just one way.
We've seen evidence from Peridot, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think it's even more plausible that a diamond could think differently, because we've been presented with diamonds having kind of free thought differently than the rest of the gems.
Yeah.
Like diamond, like I think it's clear that Yellow Diamond, at least my impression is that Yellow Diamond isn't so integrated into Gem Society. She's just power hungry. Like,
well, I think it's definitely been shown that at least just, we only know Yellow Diamond, and we've seen like bits and pieces of Blue Diamond, but Yellow Diamond, like the diamonds are they're the autonomous, at least as we understand it. There's also like who's controlling the diamonds, who made the diamonds, that kind of stuff. But like, as we understand it currently, the diamonds are like the ultimate autonomous gems, and like they just create these other gems and just tell them to do whatever. So like, I think it's definitely makes a lot more, like, honestly, it makes a lot more sense for a diamond to come to this conclusion than for Peridot.
Yeah, that's
I
think
nobody's telling a diamond what to do, so like they're already free thinking, so they'd be more susceptible to being open-minded.
If Peridot can do it, then a diamond can.
Honestly, I think Yellow Diamond's case, like what Dylan said about her being power hungry, I think it's also like if you're this kind of immortal super powerful being. Of course, she wouldn't care. Like, I'm not gonna say that, but this is a super sci-fi, like super Doctor Who theme. Like, this isn't like all the time. Like, you don't care. Like, you're like, I've lived for so long. Like, I don't care. Like, they're apathetic about like they just care about themselves. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Like in this case, like. And I don't think we've ever been saying like, oh, all homeworld gems are bad. It's just like they've been indoctrinated. Like, this is how their society functions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think it definitely makes a lot of sense that a diamond turning makes a lot more sense than Peridot turning, which I think is like, with Peridot being this way, I think it just shows like there's a really good chance that Pink Diamond really did like, and maybe for her own protection, had to hide, and Rose helped her.
Yeah.
If a diamond decides she doesn't want to be a part of the Diamond Authority, like, she can't just walk away, you know? Being a martyr is way more convenient in a lot of ways. So I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that's an interesting possibility that the other diamonds might have known, and she had to run and hide.
So I don't think the diamonds knew. I think literally just her and Rose knew.
Or if like, she has to hide from them finding out or something.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I could see like the diamonds knowing and then just not telling anybody. Because think about like
in order to keep the propaganda up.
Yeah, that's the thing, to keep order in society. Like, because if people found out that Pink Diamond cared, like that would have been the end of Homeworld.
Yeah.
Much better to present the rebellion as being led by a courts as opposed to being led by another diamond.
That's still really hilarious because, like, honestly, the rebellion is like 4 people versus like I know it's more than 4 people, but
we only ever see 4.
Yeah.
In actual terms of like Homeworld's infinite power, and like they literally go to a planet, colonize, boom, make diamonds, fight, and they were making diamonds. They were making gems on Earth.
Yeah.
And versus like the crystal gems weren't making gems; they just had who they are. And
Pink Diamond being in on the rebellion just makes it a lot more plausible too that they succeeded.
It does.
Well, I was just talking about in terms of like this being like the Homeworld has blown up this rebellion a lot more than it actually was, and like Homeworld then left them alone.
Okay, that's a good point too. Yeah, so, the fact that Homeworld cares so much might be indicative of Diamond being involved.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the surface level they presented us is this is like the only ever rebellion of gems.
Yeah, that's as far as we know, it's the only ever rebellion.
Yeah, but Delaney could be right too in that they'd care more if it involved one of their diamonds. Yeah. Okay, so the other thing quickly before we get into the line is that you guys bring up the frequent theory that Pink Diamond is one of the newer diamonds, is the newest diamond. This is basically predicated upon the murals of all the diamonds and Pink Diamonds only having Earth surrounding her. Or Earth and I don't remember. It's just
in the moon, probably. It's just like Earth and the moon.
Yeah. So, if this is a lot of people present this as fact, and it certainly is it's more speculation. But if these are the planets that are within the realm of the diamond, if Pink Diamond only has Earth, maybe that means that's her only planet under Pink Diamond's realm, and maybe that means, as we presented within, I think by Jasper recently, that Earth was Pink Diamond's, or something. I don't remember when we learned that, but maybe because of that, she's a newer diamond. So that might lead to more free thinking thoughts, like not being as indoctrinated, stuff like that, as you guys have gotten into.
I mean, it's just interesting looking at the mirror. Like, even like her positioning, she's the only one looking up, and the gesture she has, just like hoisting it above her.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, it just like feels different from the other 3 diamonds.
Yeah, no,
and like how they're holding their planets. And I think that's kind of interesting too.
It's definitely good evidence. I'm not as like sold that this is factual than other people, but it's definitely like something that the murals clearly lead you to believe. I'd like to see more from the show on that, though. I mean,
also just logically, like just having a like if we have these diamonds, and let's like say theoretically they were all created at one time, like the diamonds were like they were just made for whatever, like, you know, if you think they were made by actually something, or if they were just like, you know, they're kind of like the gods of gem kind, which I mean technically they are when you think about it. But like it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, why would Pink Diamond only have one planet, especially since Homeworld has been presented as this conquering like world-eating race? Then like it's kind of like, what? So I think it does make a lot more sense that, you know, this is like a logical, like, obviously we don't know, this isn't facts, like you can't act like this is confirmed, but it does, like, the logical conclusion is that Pink Diamond is the youngest diamond. And then also it makes sense given like Earth wasn't destroyed. Like this kind of just kind of happened in like the middle. Like maybe Pink Diamond didn't really know what she was doing. Blah blah blah. That kind of stuff. Like it just all of the pieces kind of fit together for this to like be Pink Diamond's kind of the youngest diamond. This is Pink Diamond's first planet. Like there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I think it also makes sense given like how old we understand the gems are. Like. And also, it kind of makes sense for Rose. Rose might have, yeah, we understand like how old Rose was, but Rose also could have been young in terms of like gems, and that would kind of give like when we talk about Rose as if she's like kind of like she is the gem, you know, she's like the oldest, she's the first gem, all this stuff. But like, if Pink Diamond is the youngest gem, and then like gems are created in their diamond's image, like for the purpose of their diamond, then that means Rose Quartz, and we know Jasper's even younger because Jasper was created during the war,
exactly, to fight Rose because of shattering.
Yeah,
and I also think just Rose being made on Earth makes her young. Like,
of course,
exactly.
Peridot's probably older than Rose. Like,
I mean that's a really good chance. Like, I mean, I think any gem made on Earth, unless like Garnet and Pearl were not made on Earth, they're older than Rose, and then to have well, obviously Rose and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's Earth's been around for a while, you know. It's not there's the war, but then before that, like,
but the thing is, like,
humans on Earth is newer, but Earth's first.
Well, the thing is, like, though, is like even in terms of Earth, it's like everything else has been going on before, like they colonized Earth, like that still makes them younger than other gems. So, like,
it's very possible within the mythology of this show, Earth is like the first colony of the home world. Earth is almost as old as Homeworld. I mean, Earth is I forget exactly, billion years old? I don't know, but so if you go by that, then we also know that they gems came to Earth early on and built these structures before humans. So if they're millions and millions of years ago, that was just old. You know,
saying before humans is like literally such a very large swath of time.
Yeah, no, within this, it could be any time within like 7,000 years to like 13 million years. So it's you know, that's a large stretch. So, and it's also not clear if the Steven Universe Earth follows our Earth's origins, astral alternate Earth. Yeah. So okay, so there's all that's really interesting, and we can get more into that. So. Okay, so we know. So let's take it as a fact that Pink Diamond's alive. So, and then you take it as a fact that Rose is working with Pink Diamond. So the next logical step is like, where is Pink Diamond?
Logical step.
No, I'm not. Is where is Pink Diamond? The next question is where is Pink Diamond? So the only theory that I have heard is the Pink Diamond Lion theory, which we've presented on the podcast before. Originally, this was from Wicked Geek, I believe, right?
Yes, it was.
Yes, and I've also seen this on CO a few times, so early on, and there's evidence there. So this is not just a Dylan theory, of course. I didn't even originate this theory, but I have latched onto it. So so Pink Diamond's live, Pink Diamond's working with Rose, Pink Diamond's somewhere. Nothing else makes sense unless Pink Diamond is lying. Like, and I know that's kind of crazy if you've never heard this theory, but like, where would Pink Diamond be? Like, one of Rose's crazy hiding places, one of like in Lion's Mane? No, like in like the weapons place that they go to or something, like with Pearl knows about. Like, there's, you know, Pearl Rose's garden. Like, Pink Diamond in plain sight would be much more satisfying. So there's a lot of reasons why Pink Diamond is lying. I can give you the short version, but we don't know what lion is. We know lion is Rose's lion. We know that none of the other crystal gems were involved with lion, and we also know that if this is the biggest evidence, none of the other crystal gems knew about lion. And none of the other crystal gems, if Pink Diamond is alive, knew that Rose did not shatter Pink Diamond. So if you connect those two things being kept secrets from the crystal gems, it makes a lot of sense. There's
kept secret to keep
kept
Diamond
secret
safe.
To keep Pink Diamond safe. There's the fact that you know, this is this other big mystery in the show. It makes a lot of sense from a narrative perspective. It makes sense. Why does Lion have these crazy powers? If Lion's a diamond, then that makes sense.
It also explains why Lion is super sassy.
I guess.
Well, Lion's sassy also because he's a cat, and cats are sassy notoriously.
Well, that is the reason why they're designed that way. You know?
But like, if I was a diamond, and
and
I'd
the sassiest cat ever.
And this is for some people this is too much, but every time we see Lion playing with things on the show, Lion plays with blue, yellow, and white objects, the other colors of the other diamonds. There's screenshots of this. I reblogged at some point, but this that blew me away when I saw this. I'm like, oh my god.
Like that might be too much of a stretch.
I think if this is true, that's intentional. Like,
they would do that. They would do that.
They would
That's
do
the
it,
thing.
yeah.
Like they would 110% do this.
So like this, it's so
see.
like everything I just presented. It's so clean. Like everything makes so much sense that Lion is Pink Diamond. I have the biggest reason why it's not true, but before that, Delaney, buy or sell Lion is Pink Diamond.
Buy. Also, you left out the biggest piece of evidence, and it's the mane, Dylan. You left out the
seriously.
biggest piece
It's
of
like
evidence.
Her hair. Yeah.
Like, come on,
Oh,
Dylan.
'cause
In
the
the
hair
mural,
looks like the mural. That's not the biggest piece of evidence. But
that
that
is
a
a
good
very
one.
large,
It's a
significant
pretty
piece of
compelling
evidence.
piece of evidence.
It's pretty
yeah.
compelling.
Oh well, first of all, they're both pink. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. They're both pink. Also, like, it just makes sense. Like, obviously, like, and then my thing is, like, if Lion isn't Pink Diamond, then what the heck is Lion?
Yeah, what the heck is Lion
Like,
if it's not
and
Pink Diamond?
I refuse. Like, I know this show. Like, I refuse to believe that Lion isn't something. Like, I know. Like, we keep having these weird episodes. Also, like, I really like the idea of like this Pink Diamond trapped in the body of a lion, like helping Steven out and being sassy and ridiculous. And it makes so much sense. All the pieces are there. Like, Lion is Pink Diamond. Just confirmed.
If Lion is Pink Diamond, I think Pink Diamond is totally fine with being Lion. It's just like enjoying her life as a lion.
So we'll talk about what the ramifications are after. But Michelle, you have to pick a side on this.
Sure, yeah. If Pink Diamond's alive, she's probably Lion.
Okay. So that's a conditional probability, though. You have to give me a yes or no overall.
Overall, yeah. Okay, yeah. Then she's Pink Lion. There you go.
She's Pink Lion, yes, Pink Diamond.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what's the percentage? How sure are you that Pink Diamond is Lion?
Oh, like 87%.
Oh, that's pretty high. Delaney, how sure are you?
100%.
Oh, 100%.
There you go.
110%. Oh yeah, okay.
She's all in.
Let me give you the reason why it's not true. And it's also the
This is
reason
Dylan's favorite thing to do.
Dylan gave us one side of the evidence, and it's like make
No,
your choice.
I already-
here's the other side. Now that you've made
I already
your
gave you all the evidence, but it's like viewing the evidence I just gave you in a different light. Here's the reason. This is way too clean. Is the big reason why this can't be true. This is a show that has never had any element of its
like
mythology
Hawkmoth.
be this clean. Like Steven Universe slowly unravels its mythology, and nothing has ever been like we've never had that moment. Everything's been like very bits and pieces. Like the closest to this was recently. It's like Rose is born on Earth. I'm my diamond, Pink Diamond. That's the closest. But that was like so drastically different from anything else to this show, which like expands our knowledge of how pearls work and dialogue.
I didn't know Garnet was a fusion.
Yeah, we knew Garza Fusion. We knew a lot of us knew before Sworn to the Sword that there's probably a Pink Diamond. Like, I think the show makes it very easy to put things together if you're looking for that. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing.
My point's not that the speculation. I'm just saying, like, the show is a slow unraveling mythology who always has questions. And I think that if they were to reveal this, let's say next season they reveal this would solve so much of the open questions that this show would have much less up in the air, and it would also be the biggest mythology moment the show has had. Both of these things are very flying in the face of what the show's done before. I think the closest that they've done, you're right, is Garnet and maybe the Jasper stuff recently as these big mythology reveals. But I think you're like, yes, this is a big question, but the thing is, like, you have to also think, like, when this is revealed, the more questions that will happen. Like, right.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Like,
just have more.
And I think this actually makes this even more true. Like, we think the big question is who's Pink Diamond? Pink Diamond's alive, but then they keep leading us.
Yeah,
leading us to believe that Rose shattered Pink Diamond, but if this is in fact not true, Pink Diamond is Lion. This is revealed to Steven and the Crystal Gems. Like, where do we go from there? Like, what are the real questions? That's the thing. Like, because I think this is a trick. Like, we think, it ends here that Pink Diamond is Lion. Oh no. It's like, one, why is it a lion? Like, we think we understand why, but like, why did Pink Diamond choose this? Like, there has to be so much going on. And then also, ultimately, what will this mean for the show and the battle with Homeworld? So, like, I think this isn't the end. Like, yes, this is pretty clean and neat, but I think it's because it's leading us to, like, we have to have this checkpoint, then to get, like, this is when the stuff's really gonna start. Is like, holy crap, like, we have a diamond. Like, whoa, that kind of thing.
It brings together so much that the show has done. Yeah, like, this would be the biggest moment of the show. Like, it brings together way, way too much, and then the show would kind of have to pivot. Yes, it opens up other things. It would certainly be different, though, is kind of my main point. And obviously, I don't think that this means it's not true. I'm all in on this theory, but it's definitely striking how different this would be for a thing that this show would do.
I think this is the point you've been waiting for, though. You've gotten tired of these kind of character, these kind of like beach city, like you want your blow up the world moment. This is it.
Yeah, and that's why I don't think it's going to happen soon, because I don't think the show's going to do it.
Okay, Dylan, seriously though, because like the first season was like so slow burning because there was so much laid out, right? But like it's definitely be ramping up in terms of information we've gotten the past like 2-3 seasons, you know, like I feel like it's really, I don't think we're gonna have to wait another season to find this out. I think we're probably gonna find out season 4, you know, maybe in the middle of season 4. I think that the plot points are becoming a lot quicker now than they were season 1, so I think it's entirely possible. And I agree completely with everything Delaney said. I think that's so true. It'll just open up, and like one question we really should be thinking about is where the heck is White Diamond, right? Yeah. Like, if that's the diamond we saw on the mural...
What is White Diamond?
I don't think that's that much of a question.
Where the heck is the White Diamond?
Well, where's Blue Diamond? We just haven't...
Well, at least we, like, know she's a thing, but, like, I think White Diamond's a huge question, too.
I guess. We just haven't met her yet, you know?
All go to space. All will be revealed.
It's really hard for me to reconcile the show's 2 modes. It's end of season 4 mode with this Jasper arc that it went on into revealing all this information, with the past 7 episodes of the show we've gotten, which have gone nowhere. You know, I don't know what the show is yet, and I don't think that, my impression is that they're not changing, that they're just going to do the same thing as last season. And it is possible that the explosion of mythology that happened at the end of season 4 would be this, the lion stuff would be that version for season 3, for season 4. That's possible. I don't know. I just don't think it's pivoting. Like, I'd be surprised if we pivoted soon, because I really think they've had their chance, and we chose to do 7 Townie episodes in a row. So I don't.
Beginning of the season though, like what do you expect, honestly? Like, why?
Well, I think that's indicative of not doing a pivot, right? I think that if you want to have these quiet episodes in the beginning, like
Dylan,
they did before.
I feel like you're like using this as like. The 2 things you're saying, like, I agree with you and they make sense, but I don't think they go together. Like, just because they're not pivoting soon doesn't mean they won't ever
pivot.
Like, these don't exclude each other.
So,
like,
I mean, I think it's possible. I just don't think it's happening this season. No,
it's not. You didn't ask that question. I would have told you no. So, like, we could be in agreement, but you didn't ask that question, Dylan. You just like hold on,
sassy.
Sir.
Delaney being super liony right now. Yeah, but it's. Are we sure that Delaney's not lying? Is this?
I mean, we don't know. Have you seen me and Lion in the same room together? We don't know.
No,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess it's possible. I also believe the show will never pivot. I think this version of a pivot would be smaller than I thought. Like, I'd also argued that a pivot would be us going to Homeworld for the rest of the series. Like, I don't think we're ever doing that. So
that is one of my wishes for the show.
But it doesn't seem like we're doing that. It's still possible to do it for the last season.
I just like when we all go to space. That's like that's my thing.
So this could be the show's version of a bit. So this would tie up so much mythology. It's very clean. But so the next thing that's flying in the face of this is the fact that there were 7 lions in the Buddies book episode.
Flying in the face of anything, Dylan. Seriously.
So this is a big if Pink Diamond is lion, then why was Rose just hanging out with 7 lions before? Are these all Pink Diamond? Like,
no.
Are these just random lions?
So, like, what is it about Rose and Lion? Like, so, like, if Lion isn't Pink Diamond, can Rose just generate life? Did she just make this lion who's pink? Granted, there's also that theory that, like, we understand that Rose is Steven and Steven is Rose, but what if Pink Diamond is not Pink Diamond? What if Lion is also Rose? I think that was a pretty dominant.
People wondered that for a while, way back.
So like, that could be potentially a thing. Like, maybe it's not Pink Diamond's Horcruxes you need to be worried about, but Rose's Horcruxes. Not that I'm actually giving credence to Dylan's theory.
I haven't even presented that theory.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, I will.
No, I know. Dylan's waiting. Like, Dylan's just trying to get
Dylan's like biding his time.
Oh, yeah. Michelle, what's your explanation of the lions?
Okay, so we see the lions. One of those lions is probably Lion, which, like, if that's true...
Do you think that's true, though? Because he's not pink.
Yeah!
He's not
no,
pink.
No. There's, like, one lion that has the exact same, like, mane parting like as our lion. I'm pretty sure that's the lion, which
But
means
it's not
that
pink. It's not pink though.
Oh my god! Yeah, let me finish, Dylan.
It's-
Okay.
Oh,
So
you're
that
saying that
means
this
that
is the
lion-
lion before Pink Diamond?
Yes,
Okay,
this is the lion before like the whole Pink Diamond gets like put inside him somehow happened, like which proves like that's probably
So
why
Rose
he's
was
down.
just
He wasn't-
friends.
he was-
Rose is friends
was
with
a
a bunch of
normal
lions
lion.
and normal
Yeah.
lions. And then,
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
not
heard-
things you do. And
Okay.
then like the Pink Diamond stuff, yeah, it
I
just
haven't heard this before. So lion
Wait.
was a normal lion before lion was Pink Diamond.
yeah, and that also means that Pink Diamond wasn't in Lion like right after the fact. Like she was somewhere else for a while because we saw that flashback, and that was like, you know, when humans were a thing, and like it was like olden
Yeah,
times.
I'm not 100%
So,
clear if that was pre or
Yeah.
post.
Yeah, who knows?
Because the timeline's a little hard to figure out.
the timeline's a little hard, but
Because
like
also
colonial outfits.
Bismuth was part of
Yeah.
the rebellion, but was pre-shattering, so shattering may have happened after. You know, like it's hard.
Yeah, shattering happened after, but then colonial times, lions, and then at some point, I mean, again, so like
it seems
if
like
Lion
the shattering would be pre
if
Buddy's
Lion
book. Yeah.
is like the purpose of Lion, as far as the show's concerned right now, is to help Steven. I think at some point Rose is like, "Hey, like Pink Diamond, how you doing? You know, I'm gonna be pregnant. I'm gonna die, sort of. Will you watch after me/my son? Is that okay?" And
Pink
so,
Diamond, you be my son's godmother.
yeah, we became a lion godmother, and she was like, "Yeah, okay," but like,
Michelle,
I'm
are
gonna
you
be-
are you shipping Pink Diamond and Rose?
Oh no, they were bros.
I am.
Or
I'm
at least
shipping it.
allies,
But why
you
not?
know?
Yeah, why not? Delaney, isn't this new? Is this the new hot ship? Is
It is. This is the new hot shit. Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz, y'all.
It's possible.
Steven is actually their child and not.
Oh no,
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Theory confirmed.
both of you.
Um,
That's Maybe, though.
so that's interesting that Lion was
to be
just one of
normal.
the. Why is Rose just hanging out with lions though?
Okay, that's the part I can't figure out. Like, does Rose
I
just
don't
like
know.
lions? Like,
I like those animals.
is this just one of those like baby sour cream moments? Like Rose just likes lions, she hangs out with them.
Yeah, I guess
Like if
so.
there were other animals involved, I'd be a bit more comfortable. It's just specifically lions. I swear they did this just to troll us. Like this is
Also, it looks really majestic with lions. Like it just like looks really cool.
Also, they're in the desert. It makes no sense. Absolutely 9,000% no sense. Like there aren't lions in the desert. This makes no sense. So I don't even know.
But this is a different Earth. Maybe lions do exist in the
No.
desert in
Lions
Steven
don't.
universe.
No.
So okay, let me present the. So that's one option that
Yes.
Rose
and
is just
Dylan is
hanging out with a bunch of
entire
lions.
podcast for this.
Oh,
No, I mean I'm more in on just lion as Pink Diamond in general. But here's the Horcrux theory, which is that there's 7 lions and lion is Pink Diamond. Therefore, Pink Diamond must be all of those lions because that is the natural conclusion to draw. So, Pink Diamond was needed to be hidden from the diamonds, so Rose like hid Pink Diamond among all 7 of the lions, and now those if in order to kill Pink Diamond you'd have to that's optional, but really just all of these lions are Pink Diamond aspects of Pink Diamond, and basically if we wanted to, once we see Pink Diamond in the show, we'll see all the lions fused together, and then it'll form Pink Diamond.
So for that to work,
Literal Voltron.
for that to work, would Pink Diamond have to be shattered to be in every 7 of the lions?
I don't think so, but you could do interesting things with her being actually shattered.
They
but
all
Rose wants to
are made of
reconfigure her.
light, so technically that could be a thing.
So Delaney, buy or sell the Horcrux theory.
I mean, I know, sell.
But how confident
resident
are
Harry
you?
Potter
How
expert
confident
sells
are you?
this.
How?
Delaney's
What
pretty
percentage?
confident in her
Percentage.
choices, honestly.
Like, what percentage of what? Like, how likely this is not
Yeah.
to happen, or how likely this is to happen?
How like this is to happen?
Okay, the likelihood of this happening is like, I'm gonna say like
Oh my God.
5%.
Okay, that's not
That's
zero.
generous,
I'll take it.
I
Yeah,
think.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Michelle, buy or sell the Horcrux theory.
So, absolutely so.
Why is this more
Get it away from
implausible
me.
than? Why is this more implausible than anything else we've done? What percentage?
0.
Oh, 0.
0.00.
I will.
Question, actually. Okay, this is a
Yes.
serious, like, okay, this is
Question.
half serious, half making fun of Dylan. But,
My favorite
so, like,
kind
there
of
was this, no, this was a really good theory that was going on Tumblr about the lions, and how since we were just watching this wasn't necessarily an accurate, like, memory. Like, what if they
True.
were different colors, and maybe if have we seen a lion on this planet? What if they're all colors? Like, I know it's weird that he's a pink lion, but like, what if
Yeah.
like lions on this alternate Earth look different?
I guess that's
I think that's
possible.
probably I think that's not what the show would do, but that's the type of thing I would want the show to do. But I don't think
that would be interesting. But
no. That's correct. Whoever Buddy, this could have been Buddy's recollection, just not remembering that the lions were colors.
He might not have felt that it was important to mention that the lions were rainbow. Like we just because
that's normal.
Yeah, he was a really bad narrator, so like I feel like that's something that could have happened.
Yeah, no, it's very possible. So I think I'm like 95% sure that Pink Diamond is lion. I'm like 40% sure that the Horcruxes is the thing.
That's really generous.
But I still sell. I still buy it, but it's like 40%. Whatever. Okay, but more important is the Pink Diamond being lion. So we've solved it, right? it's done. It's that.
I think in some fashion, yeah.
So
I
Michelle,
think like we cracked the code. Like, let us know if we convinced you. If you already didn't know this.
So Delaney and I think this will happen not this season. Michelle, you say this season. Do you think? What could predicate that? Like, what could make this happen in the show? Like, why would Pink Diamond come out of hiding or something? Oh, also, we didn't talk about whether Pink Diamond is actually herself in Lion or if.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think probably no. I think it's like a deformed version of Pink Diamond's intelligence. Like,
well, there's a good chance that like we didn't mention this. Like, Pink Diamond could have been shattered and not by Rose, and Rose attempted to save her.
Yeah, that could be a thing too. That
could be why Lion is. It could
have been that the other diamond shattered.
Like Lion. Well, think about it. Okay, we've seen corrupted gems. What if because Pink Diamond is a diamond, in the way like diamonds are kind of the end all be all of gems, that this is a corrupted diamond?
Yeah.
I don't know if Lion would be so like helpful if like the shards inside of him were like hostile to crystal gems. I don't know. Also, like everyone's confirmed that they like literally saw Rose shatter. So even if it wasn't like a fake out, like I feel like Rose had to have been the one to do it. I don't think somebody else did it. If that many people confirmed it, either like it was a fake out on both their sides, or like she actually did it. I don't think anyone else could have done it if like that many people saw her. Potentially.
But my thing is, like, but did they actually see her? That's the thing, though. Is like we have that.
Ruby saw it with her own eye.
Saw it.
The thing is, like, but there's also like, okay, think about like something happens. You're like, oh yeah, I saw that. Like you were maybe there when it happened. That doesn't necessarily mean you saw it.
Well, it's like Pearl is still such a question then, because like the way she reacts is so visceral to that memory. So it seems like it was a pretty big deal, and she was witnessing it too. It makes sense. She's always with Rose in battles. Like she must have been pretty close to it. Wait, what was that, Delaney?
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like this, like so, like what? Like Rose got in the front of everybody and just like murdered Pink Diamond. Like
yeah, or like it was a fake out, but like Pearl probably didn't know that because like again, like one of the things that's so interesting about the Rose Scabbard episodes, like it talks about Lion, it talks about how Rose like keeps secrets from everyone. Even them, and like it just like I feel like that adds credence to a lot of these theories,
Yeah. So I think this is all interesting, but the
one Bill wants to talk about.
I mean, starting to wrap things up. Like, yes, Michelle, yes or no? This is Pink Diamond in Lion's full like intelligence capacity. Like, is Pink Diamond aware of what's going on when Pink Diamond's Lion?
I think so, yeah. I think she is. To some extent. I don't think she's, like, messed up, but I think maybe being inside of a lion, like, alters her perception of herself,
yeah,
maybe?
I think so. This reference is gonna make no sense to people, but if you've read The Magicians or seen The Magician series, like, when they transform into, like, animals, they're, like, themselves, but they're, like, an animal version of themselves.
That's, like, an animal consciousness.
Yeah,
kind of like Animorphs, too, in that
sense. Well, it's like, that's literally how anime guy work in Harry Potter.
Yeah. So it's like that, I think, for Pink Diamond.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I believe. Do you agree, Delaney?
Well, I don't agree with like what y'all think Pink Diamond and Lion is. I think Pink Diamond is literally just shapeshifted into Lion.
Oh, okay. So you did full intelligence capacity.
Yeah, that's what I think.
So if that's true, though, this is a Michelle question, but where's the diamond, though? If this is true, do you co-sign that question, Michelle? Where's the diamond?
Yeah, I mean, where would the diamond be?
See,
diamond.
Where's the diamond?
It's in the main.
Okay, but wouldn't Steven have seen it?
No, it's a big.
Does Steven pay attention to anything?
He only went to the middle of the main. He didn't explore the whole main.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't. So that's possible. I don't think this is going to be a reveal and it's like shapeshift. Oh, surprise, guys, it's me. Like
where is Pink Diamond's gym though?
On
I
her
mean-
stomach. Yeah, it's on her stomach, just like Rose.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. So I don't know. Some gem magic transformed if it's not shapeshifting. We'll see. Anyway, so okay. Last thing is like when this might happen, and Michelle's the only one who thinks it might happen recently. Let me present the evidence for why this might happen this season. Because I think we're building to it is the general answer. So the biggest mythology reveal recently, Earthlings, where we see my diamond, Pink Diamond, all about Pink Diamond. We learned about Rose being born on Earth. Like that's very relevant. And then in the beginning of season 4, one of the most relevant mythology things to happen is that we see 7 lions in Buddy's book. So we're kind of the general information we're being given is trending in this direction. So it could be possible that this is where we're trending towards, and potentially soon in season 4. Is that do you agree with that, Michelle?
Yes, I think we're getting there. I think it'll happen sooner than we expect.
So how do you think it could happen? Like, how could this be revealed?
I feel like probably Steven would start to ask questions about Lion, honestly, and then from there it would just kind of snowball.
Because no one would know. So would Pink Diamond reveal herself, or would Steven find it out by like researching? Like,
I don't know. Every time Steven finds out something monumental, it's like from the most casual like beginnings, like bismuth and like finding like about Lion's portal. So like
we have all these like Lion episodes. I'm just waiting for like the next Lion episode.
Yeah, the next Lion episode's probably gonna be like the Pink Diamond episode too. That's a good point.
So is it gonna happen in Lion 4? Yeah, that's possible.
I think that's what I think that. Okay, I'm signing it right now.
Okay,
Lion 4, it's gonna happen.
Lion 4. What's Lion 4 going to be called?
Oh, Lion. Oh, God. I don't even
Y'all
know.
were right. It's going to be called Y'all Were Right.
Y'all Right.
It's just for us.
Like, it'll be, or at the very least, if it's not Lion 4, it's going to be specifically a Lion episode. They're going to do this to us. Like, we're going to be like, oh, LOL, it's a Lion episode. We'll be like, this is the most, because think about it. Like, we've had some really weird Lion episodes with kind of neat things happen, but like, no, we're going to have the Lion episode.
I feel like this needs a half an hour episode.
Yeah, it probably would.
No, definitely.
I mean,
like,
any chance this is Gem Harvest?
No.
Why no? Why no?
Because they waste so much time. I mean, it's going to be a Paradol episode.
We've only seen 33
right?
minutes.
So why would Lion?
We've only seen 3
why
minutes.
I really don't think that's what's going to happen, though. I don't think anything
I haven't seen any part of Gem Harvest because I stay pure.
Oh, good for you. I forgot.
Well, you're not missing much. You're not missing.
Yeah, you're not missing much at all, honestly. At least as far as we've seen.
I don't know. I mean. I think that the mythology is trending towards this reveal. That being said, I'm still skeptical of something so big happening so soon. I mean, let's look in season 3. Like, season 3 has, I don't know if they have an equivalent mythology reveal midway through. That's the thing. Cause now the seasons are like, well, midway through could mean like midway through the next set of 52 episodes if you want to look at it like the production does. So it could be like the next finale, then that would make sense because the previous finale was the Yellow Diamond stuff. So if it happens in like 20 episodes, that would be kind of the season 4 finale now, if you go by Cartoon Network standards. So I don't know. I'm skeptical, of the show taking a leap with the mythology. That being said, the evidence is trending there. So I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. I think this is very pressing. I think this is my most pressing question going into the next part of the season. Hopefully more plotty stuff happening with Gem Harvest and beyond. But that being said, we may not see any of this until next summer.
Honestly, my most pressing question is like, whose diamond was Pearl a thing to? And also,
we could have another.
How did Rose feel about Pearl? Like unequivocally, I want answers. I want an origin. I want to see that flashback. I really hoped you were going to get this past season, but we didn't. So I'm just holding out for that.
That's another leap, I think, if you get into that. Like Rose is so ambiguous if you get into like how Rose feels about things, because we've seen Rose a bunch, but it's all super high level stuff. We don't really know anything Rose feels. So I think that'd be a big leap for the show to make. But
wait, what would be a big leap?
Would like learning how Rose unequivocally feels about Pearl.
Well, I think you'd be able to pick up like how they interact and like how things develop. Like we'd be able to put 2 and 2 together if something was there.
I feel like they gave up on that though. Like that wasn't that the point of Mr. Greg?
We learn how Pearl's side of it definitively is
now. Yeah, but like in terms of how it all started, I think I still want to see where that how that developed in the first place. Yeah, a flashback episode would be great. I think.
Yeah, like we know for sure. Like
we know where she is
Mr.
now.
Greg confirms in love and trying to move on.
I still want to know where it started.
I don't know where Rose was on that, right? So
yeah, I want to know where Rose was on that too.
I think there's
really-
some people who would respond by saying that the show is definitively enough presented it as being unrequited, but I don't know if that's true.
Oh, that's not true. I mean, like, the whole "you love me and I love both of you" thing, I think, is up for debate too. And like Rebecca Sugar said, she wouldn't call it unrequited. So like, there's
Certainly they'll probably explore that. But,
they'll probably explore that. I just want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, it kind of connects, because at some point, if you bring out, if you do the Pink Diamond stuff, you have to learn about how Rose felt about the rebellion and like how her scheming was, and like that's getting more into Rose's inner thoughts, and like Rose's inner thoughts is key here.
Like Pearl must have come down to Earth with somebody, and how would they interact if she was like with White Diamond?
You want to see the meeting episode?
I want to see the meeting episode.
Comes down, sees this new quartz, and Pearl.
Because we've seen like Pearl, and we've seen like aftermath Pearl, but we've never seen like Pearl as a Pearl.
Yeah, and what if we saw Rose before pre-rebellion Rose on Earth?
Yeah, pre-rebellion Rose. Like that'd be so interesting.
Yeah. So there's a lot the show could get into, and we're pretty deep here. We're past episode 100, so maybe it is time. Maybe we're gonna
I think it's time. I think it's been time for a while. Certainly for me.
I certainly think it's been time for a while, but we'll see. Okay. Any other Pink Diamond comments before we wrap things up, Delaney?
Pink Diamond just is Lion, and then she's just shapeshifted. That is my stance.
Okay. It's a long time to be shapeshifted, but yeah, if anyone can do it,
a
diamond can do it.
Yeah. Michelle, final thoughts on Pink Diamond.
Pink Diamond is also Lion, and may shapeshift, but also might just literally be in the Lion from before.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah. I'm more concerned with the Horcruxes than
of course.
So, okay. Let us know who do you agree with? Are you sold on Pink Diamond being Lion? Are you sold on other aspects of Pink Diamond? Any alternate Pink Diamond theories other than Pink Diamond being Lion? Is anyone believe that Pink Diamond's actually shattered? Do you just trust that? That could be true. We could be so off base that none of this was relevant.
That'd be really funny if it's true.
Yeah. Leave comments on the article on overlyanimated.com. If you're listening on YouTube, leave comments there. Send us asks on Tumblr. You can find all that information overlyanimated.com. Consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to our patrons: Mitch Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, Jamie, Rachel, John, Ryan, Catherine, Taylor, Devon, Jade, John Funish, and Victoria Catron, aka Fever, Mitch Crinners, DB Exchange, Nathan Fillion, Buzz Lightyear, Mailman, Rich Rose, Jaime Bravo, Brian, Cookcat, Needle, Diamond Day, Jewel, Garfield, Fusion, Skylark, Patron, Catron. We're recording this early, so if you were a patron, you could have heard it several days ago. So that's a benefit. You can check that out, patreon.com/overlyanimated. And upcoming podcasts are New Powerpuff Girls discussion and Ruby, both probably are coming out on Sunday, and then we'll see for next week's roundtable. So, let us know any of your comments, and good stuff, guys. Thumbs up,
Thumbs up.
Yeah, good deal. Dug deep into Pink Diamond, and we've solved it. It's definitive. Lion confirmed. That's the conclusion. Yep, exactly.
Hashtag
okay.
Hashtag PD line confirmed. Okay, thank you guys very much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.